to do so. But to Johade, we travel along in the river of life as individuals. And we're not supposed to control one another. We're not supposed to put hooks in each other's vessel and steer it. And so when Europeans came here, they said, this is the rules of this land. You don't take control over the deer. You don't steer them. They live their life here. You don't take control over the fish. They have their life here. And the human beings. In each of the different groups of human beings, we have our own culture and our own way, and we're not supposed to interfere with each other. Maybe we have a little dispute from time to time, but we're going to get to cause genocide on them. It's the rule of this land. And we offered that to you, and you accepted that. And that didn't change. And the old people, when I was young, would say that we're in the one canoe, we're in our canoe, traveling along this river of life. And yous are in your ship. And you got your rules, and you got your government, and you got even your own language and your own way of doing things. And we said we will allow you to have those things in your ship. We didn't try to strip them from you. And we said we're going to be in our vessel, our canoe. And we're going to have our way. And we're going to have our way of doing it. And the agreement was that we're not going to steer each other's vessels. There's more to that than that. But it's customary that when we get together that we have a certain set of words. And this is a intense time. And I forgot that we should do that. So I want to take a moment to bring our minds together like we're supposed to. When I got the ones, what don't see you step, they go, where's up? Nega de wahene, I the way out the road. No, you're the Hawana, what sort of going, you get rolled out there, Scott now did the walkway, no, now go on, go on. No, I do what's there, Nano hunt the gun with that. Had to own a gadi, Gary was such day, young Gary was always. Then you're the Hawana, what's that? Do you know who the what's it go on, Rory? I took the drunk taco, right to know Horado. Now, Greg, wet sword. There you say, go. You go to always. Genie, what he holds. You say, go, you get the go at it. No go. There you say, go. Scott, now. I do what he was told at there. Genie, young, what he holds is at the river Kunzra. You say, go, I to know what I do, Sage. Now, Greg, you to do it, you and Jog. Now, they walking at I to know what I do, I'll go and wait soon. I told it now, you want to know that I to know what I do, you to stand you and jog. Now, you say, go, you what see that goes around that wagon. Now, you say, go, you cannot run for. Now, Greg, soon. I told it. You're the Hawana and I to know what I do. You say, go, you're not to come on Hajane. You to come on Hajane. I got some stunts. I told Garina, I don't want to walk the go. I know you're only there walk when he said, oh, the young one at the new good light to know what I do. Nana, Guego, and they soon. There you say, go you to the Nihage, you 100 guess. There you say, I want to do what's got to you, what he got to your eyes. Nana, Guego, on the soon. Don't only does get away, you say, go to the deal that he way in a walk. Nana, Guego, on the soon. Don't know what they're also, don't know what's what's on. There you say, go, you do the Hajjaskan. Tano oya one ne umak muni seradi yung gwara dinoga da aitinu haradu. Nena agwego onu kwa sua. Nona onkauki yona waktum. Awada aida wanu kwa tsarunis. Aida awada asagoyena wa se ayagodagari dehage. Nena auri wagane da aitinu haradu agwego onu kwa sua. Chisego yanatakawa hajinel di sasasra. Chisego wanda aida wadagari dehage. Tano oya one owa kuni serade. Daya tin huradu. Nena gwego kahnegaruna. Ne jisego wada aida wayahtanana wa. Jisego wada aida wahnagirage nega satste. Aga gahnegiu. Na wada aida wada garidehage. Nena ori wagada aitin huradu agwego gahnegaruna. Nena agwego unukwas. Gahnega sua. Ito galina doon guahnigora. Tano oya oni ne wa kuni seradi yung gwana dinuga ai tinu harada nena agwega wahyani yunta. Nena ni ohandesa. Haskale guantarayun. Nena eza oya. Awada aida wahyaroru. Chisega awada aida wat negi aida wat skaunhage. Awada aida wayat gari dehage. Nena auri wage dai tinuhuru. Chisego awada na idawajre. Ito galina dohak le guahnigora. Tano oya oni ne wani serada yung gwana dinuga ai tinuhuradun. Junheku. Nena asum da de go guma. Nena uzaheda, uzra, unuste. Ne jisego aida wayunto. Jisego wada aida wayuntogu. Jisego juheku. Dano ne ori waga dai tinuhulu. Tone ya dohak ne guahnigora. Dano oya one wak wani seradi yung gwana dinuga dai tinuhuradun. Gariota sua. Ne jisego yanatakawa haje na odi horum. Jisego garhagu tkundidrum. Jisego wada aida wadora de. Eto gadi da jinuwarum nena agwego gariota sua. Eto gari na dohak ne guahnigora. Dano oya one ne wak wani seradi yung gwana dinuga dai tinuhuradun nena agwego gunjug sua. Chisego Tyendinaga de Giowanga. Chisego Wadum Aida Wadum Dora. Chisego Wada Dudu Watskonga out the Warum. Wada Aida Watnigo Rawanu. Wada Aida Wadak Garidehage. Ne Auri Wagadaitan Horadusage. Nena Gwagu Gunjuk Sua. Dano ya only net what we said all day Daitan Horadum. Nana Garunda soon than ogre sua. Ne Gisego you to do Nihage, Jill Hujagesu. Gisego Wada Ida Wayun Daror. Awada Ida Wanu Shuni. Awada Ida Wah Negahor, Wahtagari, you know, Awada Ida was set Suni. Nana Oses. Ne Auri Waga Daitan Horadum. Chisego Tinkenarunkwa. Ito galing doon na yung guahnigura. Tano oya one umak risaladi yung gwana diluga ay tinuharado na gayiri ni uwerage. Ne jisego dahadi honjanuhare. Ne jisego wadum ay dawada garidehage. Ne ori wagad ay tinuharado yung terege on jekene chitkaragwenagos yatta wasons ni jawarahan. Ito galing na doon na yung guahnigura. Tano ya one ne umak muni saradi yung gwana diluga ay tinuharado. Ne chiduwachi on jege neka garakwa. Ne ruskarage de goa. Ne the whole swat te don yat the wani sarage. Jisego rodeo the hajane yeti istahanjo hanjade. Na awada ay dawatkata agwayo to the nihage jihon jagesu. Neji Sego. Neji Sego. The whole SWAT table. The whole that he had. To Garina, the Wahnigo. Then all in they Chino Haradum. Then I already wear us. Neji Sego one died the one 2 days. Already won. Neji Sego. The Hadi no. Wada I the what Nigeria again. Ohnegens. I took out the item Horad, Radioeras. Then I own Grisada, the item Horad. The Kisota Satanic one either. There, or the wagon, you go swat tail, no, Asunto. I don't want Sardi, no, Hahio, no, Asunto. I don't want Sardi, you know, at Kanenhariyo. The water. And only Gisego, Diodio, no Haje. Nana, Aguego, Gonungue, Sua. Tano, yet in Stahan, Johanjadi. Nana, Awada, I don't want to cut to the Hadigo Saduja. Now they walk the night in the world, you can sort of something leader. I told the guardian when he said, I didn't want to deliver that to the world, and he just took it on you, just got on yard. Then you say, you do swat tail, no, no, something. She said, oh, I do what's cutting. She said, oh, you can't hold it, no, with the way you're the Hudge. I do what you're the Hudge. She said, oh, no, you can't hold it out there, no, I don't want to. I don't want to go. Here's the oil and the Kanenhariyo. Ne what sut go goha ya sego tontoye tonto Johanjage. God, you know, here, guys. Ne, you just took it on you, just got a yard. I told the Gadi died in the Horad. Then only died in the Horad and I got some sort of go or something. Ne Gino Hoda Wada Aguego either what you on the water. I know on the water either way out the road. I told on a Gadi died in Horad. On a Gadi, I'm got the walk Gino Hoda was here. Nigariwesa, nigga one at Sua. I told I got the what query. So go Tano gain the go on and go there. He's a guard, he's what and go to Gonson, I walk for dog. You've been invited here and you don't speak our language. But those words are very important. And they too are a rule of this land. And we taught them to. And we told you to use them when you came here. And it is clear that you forget. Those are the first words of all business. And we're supposed to be thankful for everything that's providing for us here on earth. And I talked about how we'll be thankful to all the human beings that still remember to be human beings. The ones who continue to carry our knowledge of our ancestors, who still remember that they are connected to our Mother the Earth and each other. And we ought to be thankful that those people are still surviving on the earth and still being thankful all over. Because if they weren't there, we would be in grave trouble. And I said, now we wrap our minds together as one. And we'd be thankful. Agreed?
Yeah.
Agreed.
And then I said, now we put our minds to all the water. All the water in the world. It still provides for us. To quench our thirst. Still allow us to wash our bodies. We're still able to find the fish in the rivers that we can eat. And they provide us with sustenance. And they continue to help us. And so we give thanks to all the water in the whole world it's clean water. It's still available. It's still there. So we wrap our minds together as one, that we'd be thankful that is still helping us. All of our minds are one. Agreed?
Agreed.
And I said we'd be thankful to the fish, that they provide their flesh for us, and then we eat them, they make our minds sharp. It's medicine for the human beings. And they continue to allow us to find them at a certain time of the year. And that we ought to be thankful to them that they continue to do that and continue to provide for us. And we be thankful. We wrap all our minds together as one about it. Agree? That's the words. And we talked about how all the grasses, all the vegetation is so beautiful to grow itself. She provides for us all the things that we need to be healthy and to be alive. And that she's the one that loves us. And that we be thankful to her that she continues to be that way. And that we wrap our minds together as one to be thankful to our mother that she protects us and loves us still. Agree? And then I said that we ought to think about and be thankful to all of the berries, all the hanging fruit, that we're able to still harvest them. And that the first one, the strawberries, come and get our palate ready for the summer food. And that we ought to be thankful they continue to do that for us and be medicine for us and heal us. And that when, that's what I said. And so I said we ought to wrap our minds together as one and be thankful for all the hanging fruit. Agreed? And I said that we ought to think about and be thankful to all the roots, because they're interconnected with the plants, and that there's a certain kind of plants, the ones that we rely on, the ones that rely on humans, and the ones that humans rely on. And I talked about the corn and beans and squash, and that all the human beings on the whole earth was a gift from us, to rely on them things for sustenance, and they continue to rely on us to plant them and to harvest them. And we ought to be thankful that they continue to grow and still continue to support us and take care of us and provide for us health. And so we wrap our minds together as one, all of us here. Agree? That's what I said. That's the words that came from our ancestors. And they said that we think about all of the trees and the bushes, and that they continue to wash the air so that we can breathe healthy. And they also provide for us wood when they fall down, and we can heat our homes, and we can build our homes, and they provide medicine for us. And even some of them provide for us a liquid that we're able to make syrup from. We're able to make sugar. So we ought to be thankful that they continue to do all of those things for us. And they still grow all over the land, all over our Mother Earth. We ought to be thankful that they continue to do so. And I said, agreed. And then I said that we ought to think about the four winds, and that they continue to stir about on the earth, and they continue to wash the earth, and that they clean it up. And we ought to be thankful that they continue to do so. And we wrap our minds together as one. Agree? Then I said that we ought to think about our eldest brother, the sun, that he's the head of all the men, and that he every day he gets up and he shines on the earth, and he warms up the earth, and he and our Mother the Earth work together so that everything is able to be here. And we ought to be thankful that he continues to work that way and provide and support us. And so we wrap our minds together as one. And then I said that we ought to be thankful to our grandmother the moon, that she provides light when it's dark, that she allows us to find our way home, find a safe path, and that she continues to have a meaningful, interconnected relationship with all women and female life on the earth and our Mother the Earth. to that interconnected relationship allows us to see future generations of all the species that come up out of the soil, up out of the earth. And we ought to be thankful that she continues to do that. As I said, we have our minds together as one. And then we said that we ought to be thankful to all the stars, that they're our ancestors, and they continue to care about us, and they continue to give us guidance and remind us when it's time to plant, and when it's time to go fishing, and when it's time to all the things, because they still love us. And we ought to be thankful that they continue to do that for us. Even give us guidance to how to get home. And so we wrap our minds together as one and give thanks and agreed. And then we talked about this great power, energy, that all the living beings on earth are connected with. It's the energy that allows our bodies to be warm. And we're all interconnected. And we ought to be thankful that that energy is still there. And that we wrap our minds together as one, that we all have that in common. Agreed. And then I said I'll do my best to translate what I said. So I did that as best that I was able.
You did great.
And I might have missed the odd word, but I did my best. And the purpose for Hondagorawadekon is that it's not a prayer. There was a time in the history of this land when the people couldn't get along and they were fighting with each other. And there was a little boy, he wanted change. And so he went off all by himself in the forest, and he sat by himself with no food and no water for 4 days. And he thought about all the things that he was thankful he was missing. He was lonely, missing. Thought of all these things. All the birds and trees and everything. And finally, after 4 days, he returned back home to his village, and he said to his mother and father that and his people, that family, that he thought about these words, that they should be thankful, and that every one of the people that are all not getting along with each other, they have all these things in common. And so they gathered up everybody in their community that were all fighting with one another, not getting along. And he said those words the first time. And all the people, they hugged one another, and they were happy to be with each other, and they were able to set aside what they had as a difference so they could hear one another. And it became one of the laws of this land. And when the people gather together, that we wrap our minds together as one, and we remind each other about the things that we have in common. They're the things that we always need to put in the forefront of what is most important. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but when you people came here, you didn't remember that. And so, when we do this, whenever we gather together, and you're supposed to as well, back to the belts. The Turo is our guiding principle of the way I understand it, and is the basis of the relationships between men and women, the basis of the relationships between the human beings and the animals, the basis between the relationships between animals. And that's the basis between the relationship with the Ungwahumwe and the newcomers. You call yourselves Canadians now. And we're in a different ship than you. And there's no way, there's this river of life is a continuum of time. There's no break, there's no ending in this belt because it doesn't have an expiry date. It doesn't grow whiskers and get old. It doesn't become obsolete unless one of the parties in the river disappears. And what I was told by the old people, how I heard it, was that we agreed that if there ever come a time that there was rough water ahead, that we could put an oar out to the other one, that we could reach and stable the boat. Or we had the responsibility to inform the other one that there's troubled water ahead. It seemed there's some troubled water. And much later, there was another agreement, and it was made a number of times with a number of people, and it was made with the Dutch, it was made with the French, it was made with the British, and it was made with the Americans. Anyways, the one that's relevant is the one that's between us. And you are I want to clarify how we understand you. Because I think sometimes, although we're all speaking English, we're not actually speaking the same dialect of English. And when we say things, we can get misunderstood. Our people understand that you're subjects of your queen. That you're British subjects and you have a colony. And no matter what you say, that's how we understand this relationship, because our relationship is with your queen, or king, or whatever. And we often hear you, and you don't like that, because you say, we don't have a queen, we don't have a father. You do have a queen, and she's on your money, and she's the head of your state. And we have a relationship with your sovereign, a direct one. And the last time when she was here in 2010, she came and reaffirmed that relationship with us. And she brought these gifts, these bells, and inscribed on there, she described our 500-year friendship, because we have a belt, a relationship we call the friendship belt, and we call Origuasa, the silver covenant chain. And at the time, I believe he was I don't want to get tangled up in the historical points, but if I remember correctly, I think he was the first Minister of Indian Affairs as well, but before there was that, he was also the like general over here. His name was Sir William Johnson, and we had a relationship with him, and he had maybe authority with your people, and he reaffirmed this relationship that was to last forever, and that you wanted our relationship to be a chain of silver that wouldn't break, and that one link would represent us and our life and our way of doing things, and our customs and our laws and our territory even. And one link would represent yours, your customs and your way and your doing things. And the link in the middle is our relationship. That's what I heard. And if ever we're supposed to have that relationship is to get tarnished, we'll be able to pull on that chain and get the other one's attention so that we could sit down and polish that chain. And that meant that we're able to discuss the issues that are tarnishing our relationship, and that we're supposed to talk it all through. The representatives of our people and your people, and find solution to the problems, so that both sides feel okay about it. Not where one side bullies the other one. And then the one who's calling the grievance, calling the other one defendant is supposed to do this. They're supposed to do this, and in exchange, And I don't mean trinkets. This is a political matter. They're asking the most busiest people of a nation to come to have a meeting. And in the past, they traded in a great, large amounts of wealth. This is the facts. They would bring fathoms of wampum beads to exchange as a gift. And bales and bales and bales of tobacco as a gift. Not trinkets. And it's been a while since I have respectful Canadians. Because you're jealous maybe of the Americans. They overthrew their king and ran away with him. And when we didn't know what to do, we invited you to live in our territory. And we moved into our hunting grounds after the Americans pulled genocide on us. We've experienced genocide before. And we came here to this land on account of that. And many of you came along with us. You still live in the area, in the county, and different places, Germans and Dutch, people that didn't want anything to do with the British. They lived with us in our Mohawk Valley, and then they came and lived with us here. And their queen, when we made our friendship, she wanted to have a place to worship. And so since that time in the 1700s, we have maintained a place of worship for her people, and for her family in our lands. And there are only 2 royal churches in all of Canada, and they're not even in Canada. They're on our territory. One here and one at Six Nations. None of what I'm saying to you is a make-believe. What you brought over there today is make-believe. You have an obligation like we do to be bound to one another in a way, a respectful relationship. And you have a responsibility like we do to be peaceful and to sit down and to polish our chain. I encourage you to come and to bring the commander and the boss or whatever, because I'm concerned that you forgot what this is. And I know that it's been requested of your Prime Minister and your Queen to post this regarding what's going on to the Wet'suwet'en people. Not very long ago. And it was disregarded. And instead I chose genocide. And people think genocide means you round them up and put them in gas chambers, but it does not mean that. And I'm not here to negotiate anything. I'm not a leader at all. I'm not the spokesman. I'm not nothing like that. Well, I love my people. And I'm concerned that you're foolish and irresponsible and ill-equipped to handle the situation, and are going to do things like what happened yesterday and spark this thing to get out of hand. And I don't wish to see that. But you can't come here. You can't come here on our land and evict us off our land. You don't have the authority to do that. You don't have the right to do that. There's agreements, and there's a process and protocol about how one might come about putting the train tracks down here. None of that happened. This land where we are right now, they brought surveyors here, and they surveyed a piece of land 5 miles wide. And the men came from our community, 70 of them. That was a lot when there was such a small community. A few hundred people. And they pushed out the surveyor and said, get out of here, this is not your land, you can't do this. They said they wanted to put a road in because our land was too uncivilized. And the white people were afraid to cross here. So they wanted to put a proper road in. And they gave away the land along the road, along the way, and asked the people to pay for the road. And they gave away parcels of land. Not us, we didn't. So whoever's saying that they have a sheriff to come to claim that they're going to kick us off our territory, we have a heartfelt feeling for those people in the Wet'suwet'en territory, because what's being done to them right now was done to us, right here. It's very important that the proper people be involved and that they be sensitive to what is actually happening and to the depth of what's occurring here and how the people feel about this place. I don't know what's going to transpire, but I know that I believe that we have a way that we can find an alternative to blood in the snow. But I don't know that's of your mind or of the ones above you. And you should be ashamed of what them RCMP are doing. And you should be ashamed of your Prime Minister. He's committed crimes against those people. And we didn't cause no violence here. We didn't do anything but come and stand beside the road. And we said, you're not gonna, the people don't want no trains passing through here until they leave. Because what other power do we have? What else can we do to try to stop what's happening there? Your people have far more power. You just watch and cry. That's not good enough. I don't have anything more to say. You can go and look in your archives and research, and you can be respectful enough to go to the people who say that you don't have obligation to these things, to say stop lying and pull out the documents and come. But you can't talk about wanting reconciliation and wanting change and then not change. Reconciliation doesn't mean we forgive you for what you did to us. Or that we're just going to go along with it to carry on. I don't know where things are going to go because I'm not in any capacity to do anything other than to listen here. But I told you yesterday I was worried that you're going to be foolish and that things are going to change and that this is going to out of hand. And what I mean is that the issues may change. In 1990, the people were marching. I was there, I remember. And they marched to support the people, what happened in Kanenhariyo. And it wasn't just at Kanenhariyo, the army was. But soon, after 78 days, soon they stopped marching just about Kanenhariyo. And they uprose and marched about the grievances that were done to them. The people were so beaten down, but they became courageous happening to us. If we push this thing, maybe that's what's going to happen. Maybe it's already begun, I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. I apologize that I didn't have a gift for you, but it happened quickly, and I don't know that we're at a place to have gifts at the moment. You did kind of come here to threaten us. And I appreciate that you didn't come with any weapons, because you would have had them and asked to leave. And in the future, if you come here to talk to old people, would prefer that you don't come with any weapons, because we're being peaceful and we didn't bring any to you. I don't want to be targeted as some sort of spokesman. And I know that in your protocols you try to do those sort of things. And that's not acceptable. We're all the same height. We're all one. And there's nobody that's above the other one. And you need to respect that's who we are. You don't treat us like you treat yourselves. But hundreds of the people, it seems to me that they're not really interested for change. So I'm done. It's also our custom that when we have guests and we share something, we give them a chance to respond to us. And I know that you can't really say much other than to go back and tell whoever. So there's a way that we can talk. And your people know it, and we've been saying it all this time. I encourage you to choose a different alternative than that. So if you got something to say, you can say it, and then close it up.
What I'd like to say, sir, is that we're very appreciative for your teaching today. We have a lot to learn, and I have done quite a bit of research on the covenant, and I agree there has to be polishing in our relationship. And I understand I hope I understand, and maybe at some point when things aren't so tense, we can talk further about it, what your support action is about, in support of the Wet'suwet'en people. And I just would like to say that I think you made a point, and I think a lot of people have heard you. And I'm not sure, but I know I'd really like to go home, and I wonder if maybe you guys would like to go home now too.
We're home. We're home. This is our home. We are home. You're on our front line. We'd like you to go home too, please.
You're up tonight if you want to go home.
You're welcome to go home.
Oh no.
Maybe you're gonna want to go and talk to whoever's above you and ask to polish the chain.
Okay. Did you want to accept our maple syrup, or should
You
we
brought
take
us a
that?
gift?
Yes. Is it okay to put it on your table? That's just from one of our, you might have met her before, Joanne. She has property where she taps her trees and makes really good syrup, so it might not be as good as yours, but enjoy it.
Well, I enjoy your day, and let's have a little peaceful day today.
Yes. Thank you.
Obrigado, Deus, what I see is the rest. Obrigado, Wyman Rd, the one I don't want to go to Kashmir. I told her to do duck one. I don't want to do it. I told you already. I told you how to do it. You to do it. I did. 200 guests. 400.
Just do one time for us.
Ci seguo io non ho agitato si sta stanza. Quando io ne ho dai ti non ho dato niente di sta mangiando. Ci seguo io quasi da cosa mi ha dato. Ci seguo da che non lo dai ti sta. Quando io dai ti non ho dato ne ga non io tutto solo. Carina do ne da. Quando io ne dai ti non ho dato ne Gwegong Joheko, Gwegong Gajuk Soma, Gwegong Gariota Soma, Gwegong Ojinawa Suma, Etagalina Dot Nagua Nigora. Don't know your own name, what we said, that I can hold on. You just took the were over you. You know, you watch you over there. You just took it easy. I think we're all going to go to some year. All the God, the Skyline did walk with Moody. Those I the one they go to Kashu. Nega the one that you said, young body were hogs. Everybody know the hot name what they go. The go Tano, they go on. He's a God, you see what they go to go, so I walk for dog. They turn to go on again on all that too. Well, I guess.
Can you just explain what you just said? And
I said we better be thankful for everything that we have here, and we better cut our minds free of this business, but we better not cut our minds free entirely.
Don't forget
We've got heavy business here.
Don't forget it.
And if there's anything that I missed, everybody pass it through their minds. I just think the best I was in.
One missing story. I don't know if I want to do that.